So I've been out of the YouTube game for a little while now. But when a cheeky Canadian and a beefy, grumpy maniac from down under team up for a big blockbuster hit, I had no choice but to return to this godforsaken place they call YouTube. So with that being said, I got a message for y'all. I'm back, bitches! And what better movie to bring me back into the movie reviewing world than Deadpool and Wolverine? That's right, guys. It took one of the biggest team ups in Marvel history to drag my ass back to my channel just to make a new motherfucking review. So here it goes. Now, I'm going to start this review off spoiler free, but eventually I will get into spoilers and I will put up a warning just before I do that. So, nothing to worry about just yet. And before I get into the review, I just want to point out that it is really fucking stupid that Robert Downey Jr. was casted as Doctor Doom. Like, they're just fucking desperate at this point. It's actually hilarious. But anyways, Deadpool and Wolverine, the third film in the raunchy bloodbath R-rated comic book franchise, is pretty fucking cool. Now, I am a huge fan of the first two films. So when this movie was announced, and when they said that the fucking Wolverine was going to be in it, not only did I have to change my underwear, but I also knew that it was going to be the biggest movie of the year. Deadpool and Wolverine are so great together. Their love-hate dynamic is what makes the movie, and the fight scenes were nothing short of amazing. Almost every scene kept me engaged and entertained from start to finish. Hugh Jackman is still just as good in the role of Wolverine as he was the past 24 years. Like, he is awesome in this movie. But that's not surprising, of course. He also had a few emotional monologues that were really captivating thanks to his brilliant performance. And Ryan Reynolds as the talkative merc with the mouth was super hilarious as always. Now, of course, no movie is without its flaws. As much as I liked it, there are some issues that need to be addressed. The plot is sort of convoluted, rushed, and poorly explained at times. A few scenes sort of dragged on a little too long, and while the final act was pretty cool, it was also sort of underwhelming. I would honestly say that this movie is the weakest out of the three Deadpool films. I mean, sure, this movie does give you everything you could ask for. Deadpool saying fuck in almost every sentence, lots of blood, lots of jokes, and lots of fight scenes that look like a fucking music video. Like, okay, don't get me wrong. I really did enjoy this movie, but it's obviously not perfect, and there's nothing groundbreaking about it. It's just a fun, comedic, action-packed nostalgia fest of cameos and outdated music that was, still enjoyable to listen to while watching Deadpool and Wolverine tear people apart. Now, for those of you who have not seen this movie yet, first off, what the fuck are you doing? Go see it now. And secondly, since y'all need to avoid spoilers, I will give my rating right now before I get into spoiler territory, just so that you guys can see it before stopping the video. I'm gonna give Deadpool and Wolverine an 8 out of 10. Alright, now that that's out of the way, it's time to get into spoilers.
Stop it! You're spoiling it! You're spoiling everything!
If you have not seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet, you've been warned. So I thought that all of the cameos were pretty cool. Sure, they served as member berries forced into the plot just for pure nostalgia bait, but it was done in a way that served as a love letter to the 2000s era of superhero flicks, and I appreciated that. Chris Evans returning as Johnny Storm was not on my bingo card. It was a nostalgic dose of member berries I did not think I needed, but honestly, I was fucking here for it. Wesley Snipes returning as Blade was also fucking awesome. After 20 years, yeah, he still got the moves. It's also kind of ironic that Ryan Reynolds is in the third Blade movie, but whatever. Anyways, I have no idea what kind of dumbass shit is going on with the production of the upcoming MCU Blade movie. Honestly, Wesley Snipes still looks great as Blade. Literally, it's so fucking simple. Just make a Blade 4 with Wesley Snipes and watch the cash flow come in. It's not fucking rocket science. But woke-ass Disney always loves making things harder than it needs to be. Anyways, Henry Cavill showing up as a Wolverine variant was super cool too, and if they ever recast Wolverine, it should without a doubt be the Superman who got fucked over by DC. Some of the other cameos were fine, nothing too special. Jennifer Garner returning as Elektra and Daphne Keane returning as X-23 was chill, I guess. I don't really care for them that much. And finally, Channing Tatum as Gambit was funny as fuck. I don't know what accent he was doing, some sort of weird mix between Jamaican and some other random ass accents, but it was fucking hilarious. Every time he spoke, I died laughing. Emma Corrin as the villain was cool and her performance was good, but she was way too overpowered. I also did not like how the TVA was involved in this movie. You know, that dumbass timeline facility or whatever from the dogshit Loki TV series. I mean, sure, the dude from Succession was great as Mr. Paradox from the TVA. Like, he was giving it his all in his performance. But I just think that the concept of the TVA is so fucking stupid. All of these timelines being controlled by these average dudes is just absolutely ridiculous. So, it's pretty obvious that I enjoyed watching Deadpool kill a bunch of TVA agents. And being that I still hate Disney Marvel despite how dope this movie was, it was nice to see Deadpool taking shots at the MCU. The line when he told Wolverine that he is joining at a bit of a low point literally took me out. It was awesome that he said that. I also liked how he made fun of how ridiculous the multiverse has been in the MCU. They absolutely deserve to get roasted up the ass. I do wish that Deadpool took more shots at Marvel, like they sort of pussied out in going the full mile. And while I do like him taking shots at the overdone concept of the multiverse, this movie literally revolves around that same concept. So it's kind of like the movie is making fun of itself, which is, fine, I guess? Anyways, while I do think that the final act wasn't the best, I was mainly talking about how Deadpool and Wolverine take down Cassandra Nova. The scene before that, when they team up to fight the Deadpool variants, was fucking sick. Like, that shit went hard. Wolverine in the classic yellow suit putting on his mask was truly amazing. Overall, this movie was a wild bloodbath roller coaster of action and comedy that, for the most part, stuck the landing and gave me a nice old nerdgasm. I just wish that the plot was better and that the TVA was not involved. But that's okay, whatever, who fucking cares? This movie was entertaining enough to earn an 8 out of 10. As always, thanks for watching, and please like and subscribe for more movie reviews.